Yo, what up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about 3 of the hardest things that happen to you whenever you join the military. This is from a Navy perspective, so just understand that if you're trying to get me to talk about the Air Force or the Marines or the Army, I really don't know anything about that life. So I'm just going to talk to you guys about what I know being in the Navy. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right, so by far the hardest thing for me being in the military is being away from my family. I'm very family oriented. I love being around family and also just my friends back home. And also just my friends that I've made out in San Diego, things like that. We go out underway or we go on deployment. Whenever you are away from those people that you care about for such a long period of time, it kind of becomes hard to maintain like that self-identity all the time because, you know, the people that love you are kind of a big contributor to that. And when I was joining, I really didn't think like this. I really was like, oh, like, you know, being away from my family would be, you know, maybe cool. I'm going to get my own sense of independence. And now it's like, man, like I can't wait to go home and just see like my friends and family, my loved ones. And there's definitely always going to be a place for family. And the military does allow you to like go home and see your family. Like you can take leave and stuff if it doesn't interfere with like the operation. So I don't want to put the, you know, lies that like you are away from your family and like the military doesn't let you go home. That is like not always true. Like if you're on deployment or whatever, like you're not gonna be able to leave deployment just to go home and chill with the grandma or whatever. But like if you're in port and you're just kicking it, like yeah, you're gonna be able to go hang out with your friends and family if you take leave, and you know you'll fund everything on your own. But that is definitely like by far the hardest thing, being away from pretty much everything that you know, and that can also be a great thing too. So you know, it just depends on how you look at it and how you're feeling the day that you feel the way that you do. The second hardest thing is just all the different types of personalities that you have to interact with. Sometimes you get lucky and you get around people that you really, really like. And then other times you get unlucky and you're around people that just, you know, just completely suck and you just hate them and you have to see them every single day. And you gotta like pretend to be nice to them, you know, be fake and kind of like, just because you have to work, you know, you have to be professional. But that's also like a civilian thing. So that's not always, you know, people are going to watch this and be like, oh, like this happens in my civilian life. It's different because you live with them too. So it's not like you can just get a break from this person, especially like if you're underway or on deployment. Like you're around this person 24/7 and you could just hate them and it doesn't really matter because they still suck and you got to be there anyways. So, you know, just kind of definitely have some headphones, you know what I mean? Because fuck those people, man. The last thing that sucks is like the pay as like a junior enlisted person just totally sucks. Like especially living out in California, in San Diego. Oh my God. Like the pay is really not good until you make like E5 and they start paying for your housing and stuff. Like that's whenever you really start to see it. Like yes, the lack of bills is nice, you know, not having to pay rent or, you know, things like that. You could honestly, like if you wanted to eat on base all the time, I personally don't because I enjoy like eating food and like actually being happy. But like if you wanted to just stay on base and eat there, like the military has it set up for you to just never leave base, and that's honestly kind of what they want. But you know, if you want to have like your own personal life and things like that, it's kind of hard because they do have everything set up on base and they don't always pay you enough to just like go out and do whatever you want. Like it doesn't really work like that. You get paid as an E3 in the Navy in 2024, I'm making about like $1,000 every paycheck, and that's on the 1st and the 15th every month. So, you know, at $2,000 a month, it's not a lot of money. So that's like the other thing that sucks. And with the new advancement that the Navy came out with earlier this year, it makes it harder to advance. I mean, it makes it easier for some rates, but for my rate, it made it kind of annoying because the advancement was really fast and now it's like kind of slow. And so you kind of get stuck at this position, you know, you get in the Navy and you're in your rate for 2 years, and that's whenever you can start picking up E4, which is, you know, instead of making $1,000, you're making maybe $1,200, right? And, you know, you're still not getting BAH or anything like that. But, you know, that's the other thing that sucks. Like the money isn't always great, but it's reliable. It's reliable, and Navy Fed will pay you if you sign up. Oh, if you haven't joined the military and you go to boot camp, sign up with Navy Fed, not Armed Forces, because Navy Fed will like actually take care of you. Even if the government shuts down, like they'll still pay you, things like that. But you know, the pay is reliable and you have insurance and the benefits and things like that. But I'm the type of person, I like to make more money than, you know, I like stuff to be performance-based, and it's not always performance-based. And so that's also the annoying thing. Like, also with advancement in the Navy, it's like, it's not really performance-based like it is, but it's like, no matter what, you're gonna pretty much get advanced until you get to the point where you're like an E6, you know, and that's whenever things start to actually matter. So if you're just trying to do one and done, like, you know, it could be really cool, but, you know, do expect to like not get on in here and just start be balling. Like, it doesn't work like that. I wish that it worked like that, but it just doesn't. But that's gonna be the end of this video. If you like what I had to say, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Peace.